Hey, what's up guys, I'm Praetorian and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4's We Are Playing with Japan. So before we get started in today's episode, one thing I would like to mention, I had said last episode that there might be a day or two this week where we don't have a video since I am still trying to get some things wrapped up, and that is going to be on Saturday. Saturday, I just don't see any way for me to get a video recorded for Saturday because the Call of War video that I'm working on, I had completely forgot that I can't put that out until it's approved by the devs. So I have to try and get it done, got to try and get it done by Friday afternoon because I have to work on Friday evening up at the hospital. So I have to try and get that done tonight and tomorrow afternoon. So I could try and get it to them. I don't even know if that'll be soon enough because they might not be able to approve it over the weekend. So I don't know. Maybe that video won't be coming out till Monday or Tuesday in that case. I'm still going to try and get it to them as early on Friday as I possibly can so that I can make sure that gets approved. So, because I would really like to put that on the weekend. So I'm going to try and focus on getting that done over the course of tonight and tomorrow. So therefore I won't be able to record anything else just because I work on Friday night. So we won't have a video on Saturday, but we'll be back on Sunday. And of course, we have this episode as well. So that's all I wanted to mention. Let's go ahead and jump into today's episode, which we're going to start by getting another naval invasion planned. We're going to go ahead and set these guys up to do invasions of the Lion Islands. So we'll do one there, and then we're going to do another one. We're just going to invade them all at the same time. I would be willing to bet that these aren't defended. Now maybe they are, in which case these might fail. So what we'll do is we'll just set up, I mean, they're all the same size, so what we'll do is we'll just have like one division in each one of these invasions, with the exception of the one down here, since we have 4 here. And we could bring troops from over here. We have 8 going into Midway here, but I would really like to also invade the Johnson Atoll, so we're going to go ahead and take some of the divisions that I have coming over here, which I think that's these guys right here. Let's go ahead and set up a naval invasion to invade there now. And I think we'll just send 3 onto that one. That's what I'm thinking. So all these guys are assigned here. And then we'll just take like 3 of them and bring them over there. All right, so it should be 3 and 5. Yes, sir. All right, excellent. Let's just go ahead and get all those set up. Also, we're just waiting for these Suzuki bicycle battalions to get their organization up before we launch that invasion in the Philippines. And again, this is kind of distracting them. Hopefully they'll bring troops down this way, put them back into the sea, which would be nice if they did that. We could sink them. So I've already moved the fleet to accommodate our new invasion plans here, so that's already been done. One thing I said I was going to do last episode and then I completely forgot was, do they have forces to request? No, they don't. Is to give these guys some equipment. We're going to do a start Lend-lease here, and I suppose we'll give them a little bit of convoys here. Let's give them like a one-time shot. I don't know how much this will affect it. How many convoys do we have? We got 1,400. We'll do like 500 convoys, and that'll affect it by quite a bit. So let's go ahead and send that off, and that should make it so that we can move them to the next level, but we won't have any political power, so that's something to consider. Really short on political power, plus I want to also declare war on China here. We're going to justify our war goal because China's back. They're in Hong Kong. The British gave Hong Kong up. We don't have the political power to do that either. So yeah, I figured we'd just send the Red Army over there real quick to get them knocked out. Of course, they accept our Lend-lease. I probably should have sent that to the other country because, yeah, I think we're in a state where that might actually get, some of that will get wasted, I believe. Let me just double check here. Yeah, we're already at 241, so that gives us 350, so that was unnecessary. Whatever, it's fine. Nothing to be done about it now. I already sent it off. I guess you could probably cancel it still, but it's fine. It's fine, guys. We'll send the other country some as well. They're the ones that had the most. But really, we can't do anything in that regard because we're so short on political power at this point. Political power is still an issue. It's going to make it kind of hard to annex them, I think. So we're trying to get this wrapped up. Try and get these guys defeated here. Let's have them go that way. And yeah, they can go there. That's fine. Try and push up over here. But yeah, there's not really any divisions here. Not very many. Just see that one there. This guy here, which he escaped. Unfortunately, I was trying to cut him off, but he did not get cut off. And yeah, we'll just go ahead and push all the way across here if we can with this motorized division. He'll probably get stopped by somebody, I'm sure. We'll see. And we'll see if we can't get through there. So we do have another unassigned division from our puppet here. So let's just go and put them in a training army. It's not really, I mean, we got a ton of divisions just kind of sitting around because there's really nowhere to deploy them. Unless we wanted to go invade into the Middle East, which I suppose is always an option. But until we were able to get a landing in North America, I think we'll always have these extra divisions just kind of sitting around. So get all that conquered here, and you know what? Let's just go and attack these guys. That's fine, and go ahead and just finish this up. Get all these provinces taken. And yeah, I think should be able to sweep through here pretty easily without too much resistance. Is our guys ready? They are. Let's go ahead and send them now. So we'll go ahead and hit them from these 2 points here. I think supply is going to end up being an issue, me pumping that many divisions into there, but whatever. We've got a lot of divisions, guys, that really aren't doing anything. So I'm sure we're getting all the planning for this done. I imagine that they're not going to be quite ready yet. But we can take a look and see. Yeah, they're not all quite ready, and we haven't got naval supremacy in those regions yet because the ships are still moving over there. As I signed those right before we started today. So yeah, getting all these knocked out here, and making sure that all of these guys continue up to that province right there. All right, and we've already landed here, no issues, very easy. So that's good to see. And let's use the bikes, man. Let's get these bikes moving. And we also have a motorized division we'll use as well. Go ahead and use these faster divisions, and the infantry can just kind of follow behind because, you know, they're not going to be able to move as quickly. So I would just use the Marines and infantry to kind of follow behind them. Keep the front defended, I suppose. Yeah, you see those bike battalions moving very, very quickly. They even got little bicycle animations. It's great. Yeah. Gotta love it, man. Yeah, just flying through here very easily. Not too many issues, guys. Not really any resistance. There's a lot less American divisions here than I was anticipating. I thought there'd be a lot more American divisions here, but yeah, there's really just hasn't been much resistance at all. So they're just kind of able to fly through here. Do we need to? What's up with the here? Can I not like and move here? How do I get that? I'm not seeing any ports to invade. But at the same time, okay, that must be part of something. Let me just click on it and see. All right, I'm not entirely sure what that's a part of, because you can't invade it. There's no strait. Oops. Okay, it kind of bothers me. It's not the right color. So Manila has fallen already. We got in the capital. This other invasion has succeeded already. So again, just like super easy, man. It just hasn't. We just haven't had any resistance. I'm trying to select both these guys, but having difficulty. Yeah, both these guys. All right, so we can push all the way down here, and then we'll have the other one go this away. And whatever, we can just have these guys go over here. It doesn't really matter because this is already done. And we finished it up. Yeah, you see the rest of the infantry lagging behind here. Bikes for the win, man. So we'll go ahead and cross here with these troops. Just take all this here, and then he can go grab that for us there. And then we'll have to do, and they've already capitulated. There we go. We'll still have to do an invasion here that doesn't change the fact that we have to do that, as well as an invasion here, which we will do. We're going to take those out, of course. So let's go ahead and set those up now. But what I'm going to do is I think we're going to send the Yellow Army out here. I'm a little bit worried about supply, though. I think it could become an issue. Could end up having some supply problems. So what we should probably do is just assign so that we have like 2 divisions in each of these, and then the rest of the Yellow Army is going to get placed somewhere else for right now. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go and just get like 1 division here. Oh, where the hell are the line islands? 1 division into each of these, with the exception of the one that already has 2. So they'll get to moving over there. And then the rest of the divisions, whatever isn't assigned to those locations, which will be all the ones that have this little mark here on them, we'll just get them placed anywhere where we think that we can exist without having too many supply issues. You notice that the attrition in several of these locations is actually pretty bad. Are they training? They might be training. Yeah, they're training. That's what it is. Okay, so yeah, we'll just go ahead and set up. Let me see how we want to do this. Could set up to go ahead and invade the 2 islands as well. I suppose that would be an option. I mean, this is like, none of this is really all that well defended, frankly. It's all pretty lightly defended. Yeah, you know what? This is what we're gonna do. This is the biggest port, so let's just go ahead and set up, just for now, guys, a fallback line here. Make sure that these guys are all assigned to this, and then we'll also go ahead and set up like a small invasion of a 2 island. Go ahead and get that snatched up. As again, this is been really easy because they're so distracted with the British, man. And you know, this is, I've talked about this earlier in this series, but everybody's always asked me, you know, why ever since we've gotten the ability to do it, why I have in every series I control exactly what the AI does typically, unless we do like a historical one. But otherwise, we will, you know, pick exactly what the AI is going to do. And just so we, you know, some people don't like that. They say, you know, then you know exactly what they're going to do, and they prefer like a more random outcome of things, like what we have for this setting. And I think this has been a great example of why I don't do that, guys. Why I control what the AI does, because, you know, while it is really fun to have the randomness of an AI setting, you know, and you know, where you just don't know what they're gonna do, and it's unexpected, and you can't really plan for it, and you just kind of got to roll with it, and then sometimes it doesn't go in your favor. We're just gonna move all these guys over to here, I suppose. Everybody who's not doing naval evasions. So yeah, you're right. For those people who argue that, you are correct that is nice, having that random outcome, not knowing what to expect from the AI, not knowing which direction they're gonna go. Sometimes it doesn't go in your favor, and they, you know, somebody who you're gonna ally with, you know, becomes an enemy, and you know, that's fun. I won't disagree with that. You know, I feel like we should just keep on putting into planes. Yeah, I think we're just gonna keep on putting into the planes, guys. We are starting to run out of aluminum because of this, because of us getting so many factories into the planes. But again, we have so many trade partners. That's not really a problem. But yeah, that's you know, a valid argument. I can see what people are talking about, why you like that random factor. It is a fun element to it. But when it does go in your favor, then it results in a game like this, where, you know, we've got a situation where one of our main enemies, the British, are now an ally, basically. You know, they're allied to the Germans. And so it kind of, you know, makes things easier, a lot easier. And, you know, we don't have, you know, we're not able to invade into this territory. We don't have to fight the British fleet over here. British are now one of the most powerful countries in the game, and we're not fighting them. And then the Americans are distracted with the British now. Normally, the Americans don't really have to worry much. I mean, if we just take a look here, I mean, yeah, they've finally sent some ships over here to do some convoy escorting. You know, I'm guessing these are troops that are going to be coming out this way. They got some ships assigned over here as well, doing a strike force. Okay, interesting. So they actually have brought ships now. So we might see some battles. Now, they do have to move. Oh, there it is right there. Okay, there's the American fleet. But yeah, the American fleet was kind of late coming over here because of being distracted over here. But yeah, we have the American fleet here now, guys. They have engaged our submarines. We're sinking some convoys. And this is a full-size fleet. This is 4 carriers, a light cruiser, 43 destroyers, 12 more on top of that, 7 heavy cruisers, and 3 battleships. This is a very large fleet. With the 4 carriers, yeah, this is massive. So we do have our fleet assigned to go over there. We have our strike force, I believe. Let me just double check though. But I'm pretty sure we have our main fleet. Yes, they are now engaging them. This is only 27 ships, guys. That is not a lot. And on top of that, we do not have, and we do not have any planes over here to support us. So I do feel like we would lose that battle right there. Yeah, I do think we would lose that. So we might not get engaged in it because it's really just our submarines. And I would sacrifice 5. I mean, it's 5 submarines. So yeah, we might want to pull back on this, and then yeah, we won't be able to do the invasion here because I was thinking that we had free reign here at the Pacific because they hadn't come here yet, but they have arrived. They've arrived. That's the only place that we see them right now, was in the West Emperor chain. So in this case, I don't know that we'll be able to win that. Yeah, that is a massive fleet, quite a few ships, and yeah, I just don't think we'd win it. Just too many. We don't have enough. Again, we're lacking these guys, our destroyers and our light cruisers. We're going to give them another ship, and I'm almost thinking about just giving them all these ships right here, just kind of ending the training fleet. Or we could put this light cruiser in there, because these guys have quite a bit of training. So what we could do is just take. Oh, that's an old ship, isn't it? We'll just take well, this guy needs to repair, doesn't he? All right, we'll send him off to repair. We'll just take these two guys and put them over there. Again, I just feel like we don't have enough ships in here yet. So let's go ahead and pull back on this area for right now. And then we'll go back into it once I feel like we're a little bit more well-equipped. But yeah, I don't really want to send those troops out into there. And we got our submarines in there, and yeah, maybe they'll engage the submarines. Maybe not. Maybe the submarines will get away, as you saw. We did sink a convoy there. And we were maybe able to escape. It looks like they engaged us here again. We'll have to see if they can get the hell out of there. Maybe they'll launch some missiles off, some torpedoes off before they leave, because submarines do have the ability to do that, to launch them off as they go. And they haven't actually located them yet, so yeah, I think they should be able to get away. But yeah, it's good to see that the Americans brought a fleet here. I didn't want to, as I discussed in the last episode, I didn't, at the end, where we were going to dominate here and easily get Hawaii and get all their islands and stuff. I didn't really want that to happen that way. Especially because it resulted in us fighting them closer to their homeland, which is actually not a good thing for us. That's a bad thing. So what we need to do is we need more naval support. Naval bomber support. So if we don't have a airbase building here, which we do not, because we just took this, didn't we? So we should probably get a naval base in Wake Island and just kind of prioritize that. And then also we're going to want to build the naval base up there as well, just to supply any troops that are there, as well as the planes, because those planes will soak up some of the supply there. And then we'll want to get a radar station here as well. And all this should be prioritized, I feel. So yeah, we'll do that. Here's another location that we just snatched that should probably be prioritized since it's on the front line. And then again, maybe another naval base here. Yeah, we'll get these all built up here. And an air base. We'll get that as well. All right, excellent. So Phoenix Island and Wake Island are going to be built up a bit. And hopefully we'll be able to get, some naval bombers over there to kind of help us out. I know that we're actually kind of short naval bombers. We need more. We got these guys doing a pilot exercise. That's fine. We're looking for naval bombers. So we just have these standing by here. So yeah, these are the type of ones we want to go in and get assigned out there. We need to build that naval base up higher if we want to assign anything. Looks like they're all stacked up. How many planes do we have here? Okay, yeah, we don't really need this many assigned over here. So let's go ahead and move them. I guess we'll move them right here so they'll be close by for now. And then we'll move them over to Wake Island as soon as we're able to. So we'll get those guys moving, and then we have these two as well. I want to say there are some air bases that I didn't move planes to, but I'm not seeing them. Nah, apparently not. All right, well, we do have planes here for as soon as we're able to get that built, and then we'll bring them on over there. So we're going to tell these guys no on joining the wars for right now, because again, I just feel like the ones in North America, they would just get, or I guess North America and South America, because Venezuela, South America, and they would just get conquered, I think. So we don't have any troops over there yet. We'll just wait to pull them in. As far as pulling these guys in, I don't see any reason for that. That's only going to give them, if they help at all, is only going to increase their autonomy and make it harder to annex them. So real no reason to do it. We're not decrypting anything. Okay, I didn't realize that. After we done the American ones, we didn't do anybody else. So who is there to really decrypt, other than Mexico, which probably doesn't have any troops, because they just capitulated to the United States. I guess we'll do them because there's really nobody else. Let me double check and see who's all in the American faction. And of course they have all South America, or a big chunk of South America. I guess it's not as much as I thought. Okay. Yeah, I forgot that the Axis had several members of South America as well. I mean, really, there's nobody except for Mexico that I think could really put together much of a military. I think Colombia will be defeated soon. Yeah, I guess we'll do Mexico. I think they're the ones that are going to be in the fight the longest, more than likely. It's going to take time to get up there, so they'll be able to build up a new army, I think, in that time, you would think. We might end up fighting them when we invade America. So we're able to sink a battleship. Wow. Yeah, we sunk a battleship already. So yeah, we don't even need a center fleet there. Submarines will do the trick. I'm surprised that happened. Now, I do know we do have that Lancer. That means that we're able to kind of like penetrate through some of the screen support. And what is she doing? Let me just double check here. I know we finished that mission. Did we not like assign another one? Okay, we're infiltrating the Air Force right now, and it's currently in progress. So once we do that, then we'll try and steal some of their techs, and that's what we'll use her for. So I want to say we do have somebody over there still getting intel, but what we'll do is go ahead and get another person over here, get her. So we're trying to continue to increase the intel here, because it's only at 57%. That's not very high. So we'll try and get it higher up. We have very good intel on their Navy, but our intel on like the Army and Air Force are kind of lacking. So these guys should be ready soon. Let's take a look. It looks like they're ready now. Let's go ahead and send them. The Yellow Army, we could go ahead and send these guys. He won't be able to go, I don't think. I don't want him to go on his own if we control the zone. Okay, so yeah, he won't be able to go. These ones can. Okay, so everybody I want to go is going, and they are not. So hopefully it stays that way, because I think they'd just get sunk. We could just delete it, but I'm not going to do that, because I think it's okay. We don't have our fleet assigned there anymore. It's just the submarines, which they have been able to sink one. They've been successful in sinking one. Okay, again, we sunk a battleship, so I will trade a battleship for a submarine any day of the week, man. And then also, it looks like we might have did a little bit of damage. I can't see anymore. I should have paused it. I think we did a little bit of damage to the carrier as well. So yeah, maybe our submarines are going to tear them up over here. Because again, on that Lancer, I think you can see it here. The Long Lance, torpedo screen penetration plus 20%. So that means we penetrate through their screen, and it doesn't matter if they have proper screen support. We still can get through it. Probably didn't need to explain that to you guys. I'm sure you figured it out for yourself. But so these invasions are done. Let's go ahead and get all these guys conquered, defeated. Go through here and grab all this territory. And here we'll just kind of split them. There's nobody here really stopping us. Just weren't very well defended, the Philippines, when it comes to the Americans. They just didn't have any troops over here. I don't know why. It's kind of strange, because typically the Americans pump a lot of troops into the Philippines. Philippines could sometimes be really tricky because the Americans pump so many divisions there. We didn't see a single American division there. Again, I feel like perhaps the distraction over here is kind of changed what typically happens. I know a few other people have commented and noted about how some things are definitely not playing out the way they typically do. So we get this in February. The other one we get in January. So we can knock out these little wars here. Had another battle over here. Seems like this one was a loss. Yeah, another submarine lost, unfortunately. But let's see if we're doing any damage to these guys. We now have 24 submarines over here. Let's just see if we've done anything. Yeah, I'm not really seeing any damage done to the carriers here. So that's unfortunate. Not seeing a little bit of damage there. 99%. Okay, so yeah, maybe we'll be able to sink one of them again. I don't know what was going on with that battleship. It was already weak, or if we just got lucky. But yeah, we sunk a battleship with a submarine, so you just can't beat that, man. And that did kick their destroyers out. So get the hell out of here. That has resulted in our fleet engaging them. And so maybe we'll be able to get these guys destroyed, because it looks like we have a larger patrol fleet here. And I assume that is going to result in these guys coming on over here. Yes, they might not reach here in time, though. And it looks like... Okay, never mind. I thought we had another yellow area that they might have moved into, but this is the only area they've decided to really get involved in. And we sunk another convoy. And I don't know if these are troop convoys. I would assume so, unless it's just supply convoys going over to here. Hard to say though. But again, I feel like we don't have enough screen support here to fight such a big battle. And I would like to have naval bomber support as well. Though I don't know if that's going to be possible because we have to fight them here, and so far we've only seen them there. But let's go and get the naval bombers going now. As you can see, we do have that airbase finished. So let's go and move these guys over here and see if they can see how far they can reach. I imagine it's just going to be like right here, but we'll take it. That's better than nothing. And then we're going to go and take the other naval bombers that we have here and then get them. Oh, looks like they can't even reach there. Ugh, alright, that's bad. Yeah, they can't reach there. Huh, are they still on pilot exercises? No, they just can't reach there. Okay, we'll just have them go here then. Help us cover that. But really what we want to do is engage their fleets in these areas here where we have better air coverage. Those land-based bombers are better than anything that takes off from a carrier for the most part. You know, those Zeros are pretty damn good. So yeah, we sunk those 2 destroyers there. And we should probably go ahead and also build up these ones, these new ones that we have. So let's go ahead and build these up as well, and we'll probably just put them under, see where this is at. In fact, we'll probably put this above the Phoenix Island stuff. And same thing here, radar, and then a port, just to make it a little bit larger to deal with any supply issues. So yeah, we'll prioritize the Johnston Atoll over Phoenix Island. But Wake Island will still be the top up here. Because again, we know that their fleet is around this area. So yeah, I mean, they're sinking our submarines. We're sinking their convoys, and perhaps maybe doing damage to capital ships because of that long lance. They're sending a lot of submarines over there. We got a lot of submarines though, and we can lower the autonomy of the subject. But I highly doubt that we have the political power for it. Oh, it's really cheap. Oh, okay. I didn't think it was gonna be that cheap. All right, well, we're gonna do that. So now we have to get them down to 22,375 in order to annex them. So that's a lot. Yeah, quite a bit. But yeah, we'll keep on working towards that. Obviously, we're building a lot of other stuff right now, though. Maybe we'll give them some more equipment here in a little bit. So we got the supply consumption. That's gonna be super helpful, especially in all these damn Pacific Islands where supply is short. So that's gonna be useful. We got some resistance problems. Okay, garrison is, oof, good God. Yeah, we should really prioritize getting the MPs, the next level of MPs, I should say, because that is ridiculous, man. Can we get garrison support from either of them? No, we cannot. And how about one of our other, like our allies? Does anybody want to give me garrison support? No, nobody wants to give us garrison support, guys. All right, well, we'll just have to do it ourselves, I suppose, from now. It'll continue to get easier. So do we want some assistance here, from our aircraft? You know what? Let's go ahead and do that. Let's get the same thing here, guys. And as far as ports go, I feel like this is probably fine. I don't think we're gonna put too many troops there. Level 1 is probably good enough. If it's not, then we'll build something. But right now, I think this is fine. So Line Islands will be, I guess, under Phoenix Island as far as priority goes. So again, just trying to get all this built up. And we need more naval bombers. So what we're gonna do, and we did lose 3 submarines for 1 convoy. So yeah, we are losing submarines. But the question is, are these the good submarines? Because I bet they're not. I bet they're the garbage submarines. Yes, it does look like all the submarines that we have lost so far, with the exception of 1 here, which has been a cruiser submarine. All the rest of these have been garbage submarines. So that's not really that big of a deal. And we have plenty more. Also, we got a destroyer here that needs to go into that training fleet. And I got this level 2 here, guys. Let's place him into that one. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take the cruiser submarines and replace any losses here that we can, the ones that aren't in battle. And then also replace the old submarine losses, because we got a lot of these old ass submarines, guys. So that's why I'm not really worried about taking the losses to the submarines. Those convoys, those could be troops, man. Those could be troops heading over here. Troops that we'd have to fight in Midway. And it looks like we did the Midway invasion. Okay, I was kind of worried they'd get sunk, but they didn't get sunk. Our submarines have got them busy. So, I mean, I'll trade in, I'll trade in 15 submarines to sink one battleship and to grab Midway up. Yeah, that's a great trade, man. I feel like it's fine. So we did get another bonus for our ships. We really need to prioritize getting some of these because I was looking at the American techs that they have for their Navy, and they are up to date. They have a lot. They've really been focusing on the naval techs, so it'll be a tough battle if you fight them. So let's make sure we got all these. So let's go after. Let's see what we want to do next. So these are the cruisers, and then this is for the battleships. I think we're just gonna do. I think we're gonna do this, guys. Again, I feel like this is the best investment for us. We do have Navy experience because there is some things I wanted to do with our fleet. We'll wait a little bit longer. Wait a little bit. I'm just trying to get all these battles engaged here, and then naval invasions done. You know, we finished up these here. So I'm not entirely sure we're going to use this Navy for just yet. I think the Yellow Army will be the one to invade there. Did we invade a 2 island? Not yet, because we don't have any ships up there. So what we need to do is just cover it very briefly. Probably I think with the submarines would be enough, honestly. If we just kind of like send the submarines up that way, I think that will allow them to invade. So we'll just let the AI keep the orders up. Let's go ahead and delete all of these though, since we have taken all 3 of the Lion Islands. We have finished both of these invasions as well. So yeah, very, very smooth, guys. Everything's going ridiculously well for us. And oops, I do not want that high of an airbase. Maybe like a level 2 would be fine. So we are going to really prioritize Midway, of course. And need more dockyards here. Is that the closest to Hawaii? Well, maybe here. Because we're going to want to invade probably from multiple locations. So we need to have bigger ports there so they can support the troops, the large number of troops I'm going to send here, as well as all the planes that we'll have here. So I think that this is almost there. Let's get these built up a bit more. I think that would be good. So we could put like fighters there too if we wanted to kind of help shoot down any carrier planes. So we've already got these built. The other thing we need to consider is infrastructure. I think level 3 would probably be good. That's probably fine. The ports are really what's going to block our supply problems more than the infrastructure. So that looks good. We do have military factories to get assigned. Apparently a lot that we just seized from those islands, I guess. So let's see what we're like hurting on, what we're kind of losing. I mean, infantry equipment's fine, even though we're going negative there because we have 275,000, so it's really not an issue. Let's see here. I mean, really, I just feel like it's all about the air war right now, guys. Naval bombers, we need more. We need more naval bombers. So let's just put them into the planes and we'll just trade for the aluminum that we need. And maybe we'll go ahead and build up infrastructure in provinces that have aluminum as well. I think that would be good. I'm going to get some more close air support too so it doesn't lag behind the rest of our planes too much. And yeah, we'll just have to trade for the infrastructure for now. But yeah, it would be great for us to invest in building up infrastructure provinces so that have aluminum. I don't know what has aluminum, so we're just going to have to look. These are not enough to warrant building in. It won't get us anything. I don't think anyway. I mean, you get one out of there. That's just not worth it. So let's just we'll have to comb through all our provinces. I'm sure I'm going to miss any. If I do, then just note it in the comments and we'll do it next episode. Because that's real easy when you're kind of scrolling through here to miss an aluminum province. And I don't know where all of our aluminum provinces are. That gets us 5. It's really not worth it. But we're going to do it anyways. Because that's so far the most I've seen. We got 14 here, but that'll get us 4. Again, we're not going to get a lot of aluminum from this. Oh man, my wife just called to ask about dinner, what we're going to eat for dinner. I went to go check on my kids. Just kind of pause the video here for a second, go check on them. And they're in there sleeping, man. They're both in their bed sleeping. What the hell, man? Because, like, Any parent knows. Oh, here's a high aluminum province. Look at that. I just went right over that one. Every parent knows you don't want your kids to like sleep during the day. Not when they're that age, man. Like when they're younger, you know, they got to take that nap. But when they're older, you don't want them sleeping during the day because then they'll be up all damn night, man. They don't want to sleep. So they're in there taking a nap. I don't know why. This is there's not like they're doing much today. So I know they're not like exhausted. These kids have, you know, with the lockdown and all that stuff and not going to school, they just sit around the house all day. I mean, been super lazy. I mean, we try and keep them busy. They got chores and stuff, but man, I feel like that's it for aluminum provinces, guys. We really do not have much here. A lot less than I thought we would. So yeah, we can go ahead and prioritize the one that gets us the most, which would be this one right here, the Northern Urals. So we'll do that one because that gets us a lot. The rest of them, though, we're probably not going to prioritize that. I don't think. Yeah, I really want to get all these islands built up first. So we've got our factories very busy here, but yeah, kids over there knocked out like they've been working hard or something. Just in there sleeping, man. So yeah, I'm glad I caught that and tell them to get their butts up and go do something. Yeah, because they'll be up all night, man. I already know. Nope, you can't join the war. Alright, so yeah, just kind of waiting for the big naval battle to kind of start up here, but yeah, we haven't seen it just yet. Do we want to go ahead and train some more naval bombers up? We actually have naval bombers just standing by. Alright, so we have those guys going there. What is their range? Not great. Okay, so really we just need to get them into midway as soon as we can. I'm just waiting for these naval bases to get built up. What we could do is just have these two like train it up for right now, and then we'll move them as soon as we're able to. And we'll move them into these islands once we get those air bases built. So we got this all knocked out. That's been done. The 2 islands should be done. Yes, sir. That's done as well. So very easy so far, guys. Really just not having any difficulty so far with all of our invasions. Let's go ahead and make sure that there's an area defense here in a 2 island. And we'll add all the other additional islands as well to this, just so that these are like our defenders, man. And I think that's everything here. I'm not mistaken. Nope, missed a couple of new locations that we've taken. So we're gonna get all those signed. Just make sure there's troops there because the Americans get kind of crazy with their damn naval invasions here in the Pacific. So let's see what they do. And we got a decision available. Set up a provisional state government somewhere, which we're not going to do. Is that not the collaboration government? What's this provisional one? What is this? Rebels create collaboration government in. Okay. I'm not entirely sure what that is, but that's for a 2 island. Okay, well, we're not going to do that because I don't know what it does. It sounds like it has something to do with the collaboration government. Perhaps maybe getting some compliance in American places. Maybe. But political power is like at a premium right now, man. Let's get this factory signed real quick. And again, I almost just want to keep on investing in the damn naval bombers. That's really what we need. So we have lost another submarine. We did get a convoy sunk. And let's see if we did any damage to any of these ships here. Yeah, look at this. This is just from our submarines, by the way, guys. So the USS Mississippi, 68% health. USS West Virginia, 40% health. Now, we don't necessarily know that we did that. They could have came over here damaged. But I think we did do it because of that long lance. And they can fire from behind anyways as they leave. So I think they are having success. Our submarines are. And again, I would trade any number of submarines to get all those capital ships sunk. And we're not really losing that much right now. And we have a lot of submarines just sitting around not doing anything. So I'm not worried about it. Not at all. Not yet. Submarines, unfortunately for the submarine crews, that's what they do, man. They die. They do a lot of dying. So we could keep the submarines all throughout this region here. I feel like this is a bit much. So let's go ahead and... Oh, they're not assigned there. Alright, so we can pull them back on the Philippines, since we're not really there, or the Americans aren't really there anymore. So let's go ahead and pull back so they can kind of focus on other areas. Yeah, and like Hawaii. I want to start doing some submarine raids there, some convoy raiding there. And we can do the Central North Pacific as well now. Let's see. I don't think we'll need to be here. Yeah, I don't think that's necessary. Probably don't need to be there either. Yeah, this looks good, guys. Don't need to be here. Although we'll stay there, just in case. Just in case they decide to try and launch naval invasions there. They won't be able to do that because they won't have the naval supremacy that's required. So yeah, we just kind of, you can see we got a storm here. That means that they're going to have trouble seeing us. They are still sinking us, though. They just sink a submarine there. Yeah, but I think we are hitting them with our torpedoes. You can see, clearly hitting them. We've got the Virginia down to 37.6% health, the Mississippi down to 38%. The Texas has received a critical hit, which is going to take them forever to repair that, and it's at 67% health. So 2 battleships almost sunk here. I'm losing submarines again, but I will trade that. I will trade those submarines. I don't have this naval base yet. Did I prioritize that? Let's just make sure, because it doesn't look like we did. No. So we need to move these up to the top. Let me just see here what's going on. So we want these moved up to the top here because I completely forgot about moving those. I was wondering why the Midway one wasn't getting done yet. That is why. So yeah, we're going to make sure that those get prioritized. And we have finished up another air doctrine. It's going to get the next one, fighter detection. And let's just take a look and see what we sunk over here. 12 destroyers. Wow, nice. Excellent. That's good. Remember, we want screen ships sunk so that our torpedoes can reign supreme on the capital ships. So let's see what we did over here. I hope we got a battleship. We got 2 battleships. The Mississippi and the Virginia, all from submarines, guys. And the Texas is critically damaged. So just racking their battleships, guys, without even having to send our main fleet into it. So very, very good news. We are going to want to get, again, we are going to want to get them assigned over to here eventually. But I'm kind of just trying to wait until I feel like we're a little bit stronger, man. Let's go and place these guys into here. How are we looking right now? So we only have 7 capital ships here, while we have a total. So in that case, you'd want, at the very least, probably 21 ships, screen ships, which we do have. We have 23, but you might want to go up to like 28, and we're not quite there. But you know what? I almost feel like this is okay, because remember, you'd also have any screen ships from the patrol fleet that located them. So yeah, we are going to go there as soon as we get the airbase built. Once we get the airbase built here, we'll go ahead and assign our task force there, our main task force, main fleet, and see if we can't get their main fleet engaged and sunk. So we engaged another convoy, didn't lose any submarines there. One risk of being here with the submarines is that their land-based bombers are going to be able to hit us kind of hard, if they have any. I assume they do. Yeah, you can see they have planes here. Might have been a bit too ambitious trying to go after Hawaii. We'll see how many submarine losses we take here. If it gets kind of heavy, then we will pull them back. So let's go ahead and get this war done with. They're going to, of course, join the American faction, so we won't be able to get the peace treaty. That's okay. Just kind of looking at where we want to do this. There's really no way when you invade these guys to not fight in the mountains. Just the way it is. Because every single one of their provinces is a mountain province. So essentially, the only way to really do this is to just kind of focus all your attacks on just a couple provinces here, just so we get some good wins. And I don't know how much we'll have to conquer of it, but I'll try and avoid attacking too much if I can. Again, I just want to get the win. I don't want to take heavy casualties. Yeah, looks like these are going to be pretty tough, man. Yeah, some of these are going to be kind of tough. So let's go ahead and have these. Well, wait till the organization gets back up. Yeah, this clearly did not work. Oops. Let's just say H. Stop all your attacks. So we'll go after here first. So this might be kind of slow, guys. These mountain provinces are going to be tough. I'm sure they got entrenchment as well. Do we have our planes in the air? We do have the planes already in the air. They've been flying this whole time. Unnecessarily. Speaking of unnecessarily, we can go ahead and pull back all the planes that are here and stop them from flying. That will help us save some fuel. And just kind of let our invest all of our fuel in the naval bombers here. Well, yeah, still don't have these air bases built just yet. Just gotta be patient. I'm trying to rush it. Like, build, god damn it. Give me air bases. So we haven't really lost much submarines over here yet. And we are continuing to sink convoys, and that's what I was hoping, is that they're pumping troops over here and that we would then engage those convoys. So we did win here. Excellent. Very good news. All of our organization is pretty low here, so I don't know if we'll be able to do another attack. Let's let them lead the capital here. They have Alpine troops too. Yeah, that's smart for them to have Alpine troops, considering they're where they're at. I don't know why he thinks he can go that way, but he is convinced he can. Alright, so yeah, we just let them move these. In fact, let's go and attack here to lock these troops down. And then they'll bring that guy in. Oh wow, that's 4 days. Jesus. That's going to take a while. Alright, well this will give us another point of attack, so we'll go ahead and try and win here. And I hate that I have so many like tanks and motorized here. It's really not the best place to have those. So we did lose a submarine here. Looks like they do have some land-based bombers that are attacking us. Again, if we start taking high submarine casualties, I'll pull them back, but otherwise we'll just, yeah, we'll keep them there. And we do have a naval invasion for the Dominican Republic and Haiti, but they are not in the conflict, so we don't have to worry about it. But this is a good reason for us to not do an invasion. Or excuse me, to not pull them into the war. That's what I meant to say. So yeah, we're not going to pull them in yet. They're already planning that. You can see Venezuela as well, under threat, completely surrounded here. So let's not pull them in. Not yet. I think it would just result in their quick defeat, frankly. So let's be smart about it. So what was I doing? I was doing something. Oh yes, we were replacing submarines, replacing their losses. Now, you don't have to do this this way, guys. You can, and I don't like doing it because I don't mind micromanaging. I kind of like micromanaging it, honestly. But you can set these guys up to have templates so that they'll automatically come out of the reserves, the exact ships you want. I just choose not to use it. I probably should for like YouTube videos, but I don't. Because I'm a shitty YouTuber, I guess. I don't know. So let's go and get all these guys assigned, replaced, all the losses. Most of those were old ships. As you can see, it's mainly the old submarines that we're losing, which we've got an abundance of them. You'd imagine that our commander here is getting some good ranks. Yeah, he's almost to rank skill 5. And those are the ones he already had there. But Seawolf, we're at 41% to Seawolf here. Okay, nice. 40% to Superior Tactician. So yeah, he's been doing some engaging there. And lost another submarine. Okay, but again, these are not heavy losses yet, so I'm fine with them continuing to engage. And again, if we can like sink something, there's their Pride of the Fleet right there. If we sink something, then it's worth it, I feel. We got another military factory free. So again, let's just kind of peek in here and see if there's anything that we need to work on before I go assign these to planes. Frankly, we don't really need land equipment. We could build more units, but manpower, and they're just sitting around anyway. Until we get Hawaii and can start working on the invasion of the Pacific, I don't really see any point, man. So yeah, let's go ahead and get the factories assigned towards planes. Yeah, we'll just keep on doing planes, guys, because we need to get these upgraded. We'll place another one into the zeros as well. And they haven't really engaged our carriers yet, so I think that'll change the game up, man. We haven't really had the big naval battle yet, so we do have the air bases built. So let's get these bombers assigned here. Take them off of that, and we're just gonna take both of these two and assign them here. Could also help out in Hawaii. I don't think we're gonna send our fleet over there, guys. Though I don't think that'd be smart at all. That'd be actually probably pretty stupid because they've got those land-based bombers, and yeah, I mean, we would not be able to reach far enough. Even from here, I think we'd be just short of where we'd end up getting engaged. So yeah, we won't assign them there. And if we have any more naval bombers here that are just sitting around, which it doesn't look like that's the case. Now they're all signed. All right, so let's go and start pulling them out of the stockpile now. Because I'm sure we have naval bombers. We can also assign close air support to do naval bombing. They're okay at it. They actually have one stat in particular that makes them better than naval bombers. But they're not overall better than naval bombers at doing naval bombing. They're just better at one specific thing because they represent the dive bombers. So, all right, so we're just gonna go and get these ones assigned here and take them off that. And They should be able to help out if the Americans decide to come into our area. We'll have to see if they do or not. But yeah, they're really engaging those submarines again. We haven't taken heavy enough losses yet for me to pull them back, but if this continues, then we'll pull them out of this area. Try and see if we can't get them to engage us here. And now that we have control here of the skies, let's go ahead and assign our main fleet. And I think we are ready all throughout here. Yeah, we're all throughout here already. So there we go, guys. The main fleet is assigned to the West Emperor chain, the only place where, and along this line where we've engaged the American fleet. So maybe they'll come into there. I don't know. They seem to be, not ever since they lost Midway, they seem to only be operating over here. Yeah, I'm not really seeing any ships throughout this territory. I mean, they clearly have something here. Yeah, they clearly got something there because we don't have naval supremacy. So, yeah, I'm not entirely sure. But maybe we'll engage them. We'll have to see. So, we did lose another submarine there. Are we hitting any of these? We got a convoy. Okay. So, got some troops lost. Losing another submarine here, guys. I think we should probably pull back. Again, the casualties have not been high enough yet, but the problem is the land-based bombers here. So, we'll pull them back out of Hawaii. Replace any losses we took there, which, I mean, it wasn't heavy losses. I'm gonna make sure that they already have one detached here. So let's just see if any of these are just repairs. They are not. All right, so let's go ahead and just replace those couple of submarines we lost. And again, these are all very old submarines too. So it's really not really all that bad, the losses we've taken so far. Since the cruiser submarines are not being lost, which is what's important. They're harder for them to find though. They sunk another one as he was retreating. Damn you. So yeah, let's see if we can engage them here. I hope we can. I hope they'll attack with their ships. Okay, here we go. We got the Pacific Line Ridge. It looks like they have moved over there. So what we now need to do is make sure that we have planes here, because I don't know that we do. And in fact, it looks like we might have deprioritized that a bit. Yeah. Okay. So we should probably get these air bases, regardless of where they're at, prioritized. Okay, so we're still building up that one. That one's fine. Let's just do these ones here. Make sure we get the air bases prioritized. So at least we'll have those. And then the radar and ports will be a little less important. So we can set up the invasions and start planning of Hawaii. We'll wait a minute. Let's try and get this done over here, guys. I've been distracted staring at that, but let's get this done. So let's go ahead and hit the capital up, and maybe that might be enough. We just attack from all sides into the capital, try and get them defeated here. You see that one troop that's moved. They're bringing another one into here. Maybe I should attack them and lock them down, just so we don't have to fight them too. It's gonna be 2 days and 12 hours. They might not ever get here in time before we win. It doesn't look like it. Yeah, I'm not too worried about it, guys. I think we got this. 1 day. Yeah, we're there. All right, excellent. So the capital has been snatched. It's been taken. So let them attack us into the mountains. Take those casualties. Bring this guy over here. And there we go. That's all we needed to do. And they never joined the American faction, so we can take all states, which is good. So say we're done here. And now it's all ours. All the way up to the Middle East, with the exception of, these 2 puppets that we still need to annex. But yeah, looking nice. And I guess there's Hong Kong too. And we get that done in February 21st. So a matter of days, a couple more days, and we'll be able to knock that out. So yeah, just kind of waiting for our fleets to get engaged here, but it hasn't happened yet. They haven't attacked anywhere into our zones. We completely control this. So we just kind of dominate. And did finish up the justification, so let's go ahead and get that knocked out real quick. They have 1 division, so and I do have to declare war first, so let's go ahead and do that. So yeah, 1 division should be very easy to get that finished up. We don't even have air support. I'm not taking it serious. It's not necessary, and this should be a peace treaty immediately. And just give it a little second here, and we'll annex them. We do have those military factories that we got from that. And I'm looking to see if there's anything that really needs to be upgraded, but it feels like that's enough factories. I think we're just gonna keep on pumping into the damn planes, man. Naval bombers, I feel like we just can't build those quick enough. And we will have to continue trading for aluminum. You know, we don't have to give everything to the Americans, though. We can kind of balance it out a little bit, give a little bit to the Hungarians and the Germans. And China has capitulated. So we'll have the treaty soon, because they were never part of a faction. Should be a treaty soon. Seems like the treaties are taking a little bit longer to fire, maybe because we have that mod installed. I don't know. Non-aggression pact offers, we'll take these. Oh, wait a minute, hold up. Huh. They're not in a faction or anything. Okay, the Free State of Jerusalem is. And the Kingdom of Jordan is too. When did all this happen? The British, okay, I see, the British released all these. Okay, got it. I just want to make sure we're not making peace with, you know, any of these guys, or making non-aggression pacts with any of these guys. Which wouldn't be typical of the AI. They usually only offer them, you know, when you're at war with the same country. I'm fine with all that. If we were to conquer anything, if we were to come into the Middle East, it'd be like just up to right here probably. I don't even know if we'd go into Iraq. Yeah, maybe just go here. And that would probably be pretty good. In fact, I might not even go into Iran because they're kind of a pain in the butt sometimes. Afghanistan's a pain in the butt too, I guess. Maybe we'll just go into Pakistan, which, by the way, we can go ahead and start getting these troops assigned. And they have some weird front somewhere. Or something. Yeah, let's go ahead and delete any orders they have. Because they clearly got some old order that they're trying to go to. Alright, so I guess we'll go after Pakistan next. I don't know. It's kind of a pain in the ass invading Pakistan, honestly. Because, again, lots of mountain provinces, and they have a little bit bigger of an army. But, you know, if you can kind of get to here, then they might capitulate without having to go too deep into the mountains. It is kind of a wider front, too, so we might need an additional army, perhaps. I don't really want to devote too much towards it. We do have the Red Army troops just sitting here, though, so could always use them. But again, I'm really just trying to get Hawaii taken right now. But I want their fleet to engage me. I don't want to have to send my fleet over here, where they got those land-based planes to help them out. Still don't have the airbase built here just yet. But yeah, this is where they have continued to move to. They seem to be trying to gain control there. And so we might expect some naval invasions from Hawaii into the Lion Islands, perhaps? Maybe. Just kind of waiting for them to do something here. But yeah, not seeing it just yet. There's the peace treaty that we're waiting on. Let's go ahead and take all states. And seems like there's a lot more states than just the one. They were done here and they've been annexed. Excellent. We're taking control of Hong Kong. And we've got some unassigned divisions here. So what we're going to do is just get him assigned over to here, and we'll just set him up again to do a little training. And then we're going to go ahead and pull whatever else they have in here. I'm pull these guys. And then take them and put them into this training army here as well. And then just go and take these guys and have them placed into that pink army that we have. It's doing all the garrisons everywhere. And do we have anywhere we didn't garrison yet? I want to say we've got all the islands taken care of. We did do a 2-island, right? Yeah, we did a 2-island. So yeah, I could have invaded Alaska. I bet we'd be successful. But again, I find that Alaska to not be a fun place to invade. It's more troublesome than anything. But yeah, I think this is going to actually be the end of the episode, guys. I think this is a good place to end it here. And I guess what we're going to do is go ahead and set up the invasion of Hawaii. And we'll at least get the planning done. And then we'll also invade Pakistan, I suppose. We'd have to get the war goal. One issue, though, and we do have this done. I didn't even look at this. So that's been completed. So what we want to go ahead and do now is steal the aviation industry blueprints. So let's go ahead and get that started right now. And this one, and her. All right, so we'll go ahead and do this mission here. And commence when you're ready, and we'll steal some blueprints for the American planes. Maybe we'll get some ones that I haven't researched yet, because we got a lot of planes we haven't researched, and I imagine that the Americans have some of the ones we don't have yet. So we'll go ahead and do that. I think that's more useful than going after the land techs, because all the land techs we don't have is because we don't need them for the most part. But as far as future plans, I mean, other than the invasion of Pakistan, and again, one thing that I'm considering is every time we do these war goals, it costs political power. And there's a lot of stuff I want to use the political power for right now, and I've been using it for war goals. And Pakistan's really not priority. So I don't know if we'll do that. But what I do know we're going to do is set up the naval invasion of Hawaii, try and get that taken care of, and maybe we'll be able to get them engaged here. But man, I don't know if it's wise, because you can see our coverage is garbage. We got like no coverage in this area. Let's go ahead and have the naval bombers here. Go ahead and assign some naval bombers here. But yeah, I mean, we don't have any coverage here without tactical bombers to do it, which I don't think I've researched yet. So without some land-based coverage, man, I think we're gonna find ourselves in have some problems. I don't want to fight the land-based planes in Hawaii, so that's an issue. I'm not entirely sure what we're gonna do about that just yet. But we'll go ahead and set up the invasions, and yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's worth it engaging them here. Because I think we'll take heavy casualties with those land-based bombers, man. They're really good. So they can tear our Navy to shreds. We've seen it. How many times have we done it to the AI? How many times have we done it to them where we torn their entire Navy, defeated the entire British Navy, the entire American Navy, whatever, the entire Japanese Navy with naval bombers, land-based naval bombers. So I think putting our fleet here without some assistance from our own planes, I think would be disastrous, man. So it's just probably too risky. What we could do instead is do the naval invasions without control, and then just put these crappy these guys here. Get them assigned to it, and they'll escort, and maybe they'll get kind of hit hard or whatever. But I mean, they're all old ships, and as long as we land in Hawaii, once we land in Hawaii, it's over. It's a wrap. They gotta leave. So I think it might be worth the risk. Just sending some troops out there, maybe not in high numbers of troops. Maybe they're not very well defended, just kind of probing it. I think that's what we're going to try and do, guys, and send the crappy ships out there. Before we send I just don't want to send our good fleet out there and take heavy casualties. So yeah, that's the plan. That's how we'll deal with Hawaii. And once Hawaii's gotten, then after that, it's the invasion of the American homeland. We'll go and hit the Pacific coast up. I guess Hawaii's kind of is American homeland. I mean the mainland, the American mainland. So we'll do that invasion next. So I do hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Got a little bit of naval battles in, sunk some battleships. If you did, make sure you leave a like on the video, subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment. Do hope to see you guys on the next episode. And thanks for watching.